Right. Let me restart the intro. Welcome to 234 RPG, your top channel for how not to host a TAT RPG stream on Twitch.
And
If
now
that's
you're
how
coming
you,
off the top of Sarah's head. Yes. Okay.
As always, we're very professional.
yes,
Okay, I can fix this. Okay, I can fix it.
I am not adjusting this camera anymore.
I will adjust it. I'm the one that's probably moving.
Yeah, it's, as you can see in my attire, I am the host for tonight. I am the GM. Can I have all the other... This, for once, is going to be a nice wee change. It's us doing a wee bit of D&D 5e.
Yay!
They persuaded me to run it for once. There.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
There wasn't any persuasion involved in it. Okay,
Yeah, it's...
just making it sound like we actually did, but we didn't.
We volunteered you.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Fallen Toad.
Voluntold.
Voluntold.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, it was.
Or we could go with the other story. This is the only thing I actually know, and that's why.
Yeah,
we're doing
that was the other reason. I would happily run you for another game, but it's at the last minute. I'm not going to do that. I'd rather keep it onto systems that people know there. Right.
So welcome. Yay! So what do we got?
So, because this is meant to be a one shot, so it might end up, for me to make it a one shot, might end up being 8 hours long. I hope you guys have got the time free. Thank you. No? Oh, Carlos is on a date.
You're the one that is later in the time zones than we are. So.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kidding.
I'm prepared to sleep in. Don't worry. So, can I get everyone just to briefly just introduce their characters?
Starting from the left would be...
Me, I guess.
Yep.
Hi. Just because it was Speak Like Zathras day earlier this week, I figured I'd choose the name Zathras. But I'm not going to speak like Zathras for the whole time.
Thank fuck.
It might pop up occasionally. I'm just this little tiny 6'8" tall, 213 pound half-orc.
Mm-hmm.
Wearing clothes. Yes, I'm wearing clothes. That came up in the pregame. No, I'm not naked. But I'm not wearing any armor.
Aww.
I'm carrying this rather large battle axe. I've got a shield over my back. I've got several javelins sticking in a javelin carrying device. And some axes at my hip. And I was sent to the town of Lynn, which is in the middle there. I'll go ping it. There we go. Lynn. Did that work on the stream? I have no idea. I'm just taking a little break in this tavern here. Ordered an ale, and I'm about to drink it when...
Oh,
I think
Sarah.
center.
Oh, I'm the next one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Of course, I'm the next one. And my head's cut off again on the screen.
There we go.
Well, my name is Maya DeVere. I'm actually a dark elf or a drow that lives up on the surface. Clearly, I don't know how I got up there, but I was fostered by a group of druids that followed Elistray. So I became very, almost like a princess to them because of my skin. So I have a very normal drow demeanor, being only 4'9" and 79 pounds soaking wet.
Oh, so she is naked. Oh, okay.
No, she is not naked. She is wearing hide. She is hiding her features due to the fact she has realized she is not really accepted by the outside world,
Yeah.
being one an elf, but because of her dark skin, she's realized she is a
It
terror
draws
to the.
attention.
Yeah, yeah. I'm a little bit of an attention whore when I show off my skin. So I'm just hanging out at the local bar, trying to hear what's going on in the area.
Right.
Because usually I find money as I go about,
Mm.
but I just ended up being in town and wanted to hear the gossip.
Okay. And finally,
Name's Buddy Holly. I'm just a local bard around here. Your local half-elf bard. Average height, 6 foot, 180 pounds, wearing a fabulous suit. Kind of like a little bit of leather and rhinestone thing happening. Very, very flashy. Everything about Buddy is flashy. Got my
can I get a ha-ha?
trusty instrument here. And of course, I'm a bard, not just a bard. Gonna be soon the world's best bard around. I guarantee it. Back to you. Oh, and of course, I'm here at Lynn because this is where it's happening, baby. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you're an Elvis impersonator. Okay.
Buddy. Buddy Holly.
Yeah. So,
I'm sliding slowly away from you.
Are you blonde, by the way? Asks Froggy.
No, no, no. Striking blue eyes, of course, and dark, luscious hair all the way back.
something that Carlos has not had in a long time.
Oh, yeah. Been 10 years. Actually, 8 years.
Actually,
It's not like I
My-
can talk there.
I did
Split my
have
hair.
Yeah.
I did have very, very long hair
Yeah.
in my band days, which ended about 10 years ago.
Yeah. Anyway, we are all, as they've said, we're in the city of Lynn. Unlike other cities in the city or towns in the city of Ansgarth, where there is a bit of hostility to other races, because Lynn sits on quite a few caravan routes and trade routes with other regions around and countries around the actual country of Ansgarth. People are more used to seeing different people, different colours and different cultures. They might still be a wee bit cold and frosty, but the general feel that you lot have had is they haven't, unlike other smaller places where people have potential being up in your face about it. Most inhabitants of Lynn have just given you maybe a glance over, maybe scowled a wee bit, and then got on with their business. It's actually quite polite there in that regards compared to other places. We find ourselves in the city of Lynn, and it's approaching that the sun has set for over a couple of hours ago. There. Now, as you're all have just recently come to the city, you would probably most likely find yourself in the Hog's Head, a big establishment in the actual in the main square opposite the Temple of Fortuna. There. This one of generally is frequented by the caravans and the traders. And for a bard, there's been always the reputation that there's always more coin at the Hog's Head, of course.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, for various reasons, there will have been, the Hog's Head will have come to your attention there, either for the opportunity to sing and get more money, the opportunity to hear rumours that might not be available in other pubs, or the opportunity to meet a contact there on the behest of someone's superiors. So, coming into the Hogshead, you will have found in the centre of the Hogshead there is a massive kind of island where there's shelves set up, bar around it, okay, and people all around drinking and all that. There's next to the windows at the front, there's a couple of tables. You see quite a few gentlemen already well into their cups, all playing different games of chance, cards, dice, and so forth. Towards the back there is a small stage. Someone has been playing. But that person's been playing has suddenly been getting... He's let his nerves get to him. And he's been finally heckled off the stage after a few punters have thrown a few vegetables at him. There. So, buddy, there's an opportunity for you to take the stage.
Well, I mean, the audience wants some real entertainment. I suppose I could show these simple folk a thing or two.
Okay, give me a performance roll, sir.
Holy shit. First roll of the night. Here we go. Performance. Sorry. D2.
Yeah, about that.
Hold on.
So the bar sells vegetables, right?
Yes,
For
they do.
the express purpose of throwing.
They do.
Love it.
Just sent him a coin to the bard.
I think what is, it's not that you don't play well. You've just picked the wrong song for the wrong crowd. You know?
It's an old Elvish classic.
You've also picked a romance. Okay? You've picked a romantic ballad there. And there's a refrain of, and I would do anything for...
Boy.
Oh, God.
Sorry.
Yes. Homage had to happen.
Yep.
Respect.
It's a shame with what happened to the gentleman. I hope he's in peace now. These guys, you know, you're just hearing people shouting. You're hearing them shout other songs. It's like going, yeah, other ones are going, toss a coin, fishmonger's daughter, and all this sort of stuff. They're giving you other songs to sing. Some of them maybe in your repertoire, other ones not. There.
What did I sign up for? Fantastic.
And as you're getting booed and heckled, so Saphras, there.
You're saying there again.
Damn. No, I didn't. Yes, I did, though. Oh, Saphras. So what is Saphras?
What is Zathras?
Yeah, so what is Saphras currently up to in the Hogshead? Doing in the Hogshead?
I'm well, you were talking about the reactions being cold and frosty. Well, that's how I like my ale. So I ordered a reaction ale, and I'm currently consuming it and laughing uproariously at everybody's reaction to this attempted singing plan of the bard. And also
everybody loves a love song.
Everybody loves a lot. No,
No, are you sure it's not? I'm not going to write you a love song. Sorry.
I'm not
No,
gonna
I
listen
better
to your
stop
love
doing
song.
that. I better stop doing this, else we'll get this one copyright struck with me mentioning 20 million
As long as we do 2 minutes of the song, they can't yell at us.
Oh, I could definitely do under 2 minutes of the song.
Yes, as long as it's under 2 minutes, we're safe.
Isn't that? No, I'm not going to make that joke about performance.
Don't worry, I'm always under 2 minutes.
Then why is happy birthday copyrighted?
Nice.
Because that doesn't take 2 minutes.
But I think
That's also
Birthday.
owned by the Boy
But I
Scouts and
think
Girl Scouts.
Disney actually owns it, and they do copyright strike it.
No, actually, the Boy Scouts of America actually have that copyright.
Oh, it's. I knew someone silly has it
Oh.
copyrighted.
What?
In there. Was it Boy Scouts?
The Boy Scouts of America.
Damn.
Yeah, but Happy Birthday is no longer copyright in in the USA. It's been 5 years
Nope.
ago.
It's still royal to them. They still
Really?
get the royalties.
Yeah, it's something stupid. I was surprised when I heard that.
Anyways, moving on.
In,
Yeah.
in any case, getting back and using the hint you gave earlier, I'm looking around for the person I was sent to contact here.
Yeah, the person, unlike you, as your half-orc, the person that they've sent there is a long-term contact who's meant just to stay in Lynn and actually, make connections. So the person in question there is a human individual, okay? He's from the army like yourself, but because he's full human, he can pass as a local there. His name is Angar. Angar. Okay?
Anger. Okay.
Angar, yeah. And you've been given a description of the gentleman. Look for the red-headed gentleman with a full beard. And with a scar run from, the forehead all the way down. So where the scar is, that bit of the beard is actually white now. So quite distinctive there. And
One thing I failed to mention before, as a half-orc and a soldier, I actually have several scars. And around the scars are tattoos that have the scars playing a part in the tattoo. So it's kind of distinctive, unfortunately.
yeah.
But okay, I'm gonna look around for Angar, the red-headed human with a funky stripy beard.
Right. Yeah, give me a perception or investigation roll. Either one, I would say. No, perception, I would say, would be more appropriate for this.
Right, I have to click there.
Oh, yeah. Looking around, casting your eye, you see an individual that matches the description that your captain gave you there. And you actually see as he's joking and laughing with other people, you see a glint of a ring there. And that was another thing that the ring has an eagle motif on it. And that was actually described to you to be on the lookout for also. So you do see him there. Moving on. There.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'll stop now.
Yeah. So moving on. We come to Maya. So are you at the bar, or you found a corner to hide in? How are you?
I'm actually hiding in a corner because I know the farther away I am with my platinum blonde hair and green eyes, I look like a very dark-skinned human. So I'm staying as far away from humans as I can.
Would you have intentionally put out the candles that are around you to drop the corner into even more darkness?
About it, because of the fact light does still bother my eyes, even though I've been raised on the surface for so long.
Fair enough.
But yeah, my hood, I have somewhat of a headband cowl thing
Yeah.
helping. But so yeah, I'm watching basically everything happen. I'm watching the poor bard get booed off stage, the first one. The second one, I'm chuckling to myself that he decided to play the most worst song in the world. I'm half tempted to divert and see if I can actually get me to play my flute and see the whole point.
Just upstage the bard.
Yes,
Oh,
upstage.
that might create the harmony. That might give us advantage.
If you want to do that.
Because the thing is, I look like a human. I don't look like an elf yet. And with my blonde hair and my blonde hair in front, people are just gonna say, "Oh, it's just another chick." But yeah, I want to upstage this
You
guy.
look more like a child, don't you?
I look like a very tall dwarf without the beard.
Yeah,
Sort
just
of.
with very dark, this dwarf has not cleaned himself up since he came out of the coal pit. He's just...
But he shaved his beard. Yeah.
but he shaved his beard at the same time. So you want to upstage the bard.
Yes.
Okay, give me a performance roll.
Okay, let's see if I can do this right. Do I just click on it?
Yeah?
Yep.
That should just roll it.
Not much
10.
better.
Yeah, so you start playing, and yeah, at least the song that you pick it's not the. It's maybe the playing is more simple compared to the style Buddies went with, but you've picked something that's more in tune with the crowd, and you get a couple of guys going, more. Listen to her, laddie.
By the way, John,
Yep.
you might want to adjust the window because the Froggy won't be able to see the roll. It's scrolled
It's
up.
went all the way down.
Good
Done.
call there.
Good one, yeah. Why is it?
On that note,
Yep.
I would like to
Yep.
help coordinate with you so that we could both, or either one or both of us, roll with advantage.
There. No, thanks for pointing that out, though. There.
You're welcome.
So you want to try to
I want
work
to
with
accompany
me?
you. Oh, I know that song.
Uh,
Whoa, I
so
know
you-
that song.
So you're gonna try and accompany her. Now the question is Mike gonna allow him to accompany, or are you gonna try and take this for yourself?
Maya, being her heritage, is looking at him like, "You're beneath me." Sorry.
Ouch.
Wow.
Okay,
Nah.
I think it's a competing
I
perform.
think it's a challenge then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna turn into.
I'm not gonna sing, by the way.
It's okay. You go do what you're doing right now. Right now, the half elf and the pure blood's going at it right
Well,
now.
listen at it, folks. And it looks like we have a little healthy little lady here wanting to join in on the fun. Let's see what we can do about that.
Times two.
As he pulls out his guitar, and I have a flute.
Performance.
Both of us pull performance.
Yeah, another performance from you. Sarah also.
10. Wow.
Ooh.
Oh God! Dueling bad Joes.
This is amazing, amazing, amazing.
I think it's just basically it's bad, but it's the kind of it's bad, but it's then good. They're just enjoying the
No, I can do worse than
They're
you.
only- well, the thing is, they're only enjoying it because there's a female there.
It's also a little bit.
Come around,
also,
guys.
also, it's a little bit cringy, and the audience is like, "Guys, just fucking get off the stage."
I'm not
eventually you do. After maybe 5 minutes, you just see it like a lot. waving a red at the bar, waving a red card.
Yeah,
Hey.
Wooster is throwing veggies, by the way.
Can I use this opportunity?
Mm.
Nah. Never mind.
While you guys are having your battle of the bands there, Saphras.
I'm going to head over to where Angar is
Mhm.
and say, "The eagle flies at midnight." The recognition sign that I'm supposed to give him, since he may not have gotten my description.
He just sighs and he goes, "They have still not changed that." He just looks around
This is wrong message. No,
and he's going right to the back. There, everyone's distracted at the moment.
but there's a long line at the vegetable counter.
So he actually leaves you. So there's a staircase at the back, but as it's partly going up, there is actually a door set in the side which actually takes you into the back room. So you've got the staircase going up to the upper level there, but off to the side of it is actually a door for going into the back of the room, right?
Okay.
So he takes you in there and he goes, "Right. The management don't. I've got money. I have dealings with them, so they're not going to raise an eyebrow as long as we keep quiet. They won't ask questions. So, is this orders or are you collecting intelligence from me?"
I'm collecting intelligence from you.
Okay. How confident are you in remembering the information I'm going to give you, or do you want me to write it down?
I'm wise enough to know that I'm not smart enough to remember it.
He says, "Just be fair." He just goes, "Okay." Let's just double check, and he goes on and he pulls out an envelope and he just says, "You need to make sure you're not caught with this, because
Okay.
let's just say some individuals would be unhappy to have this information going around about them. So do not give away that you're carrying any of this information. In this case, I'm not going to say what's in it.
Should I read it here?
You can read it just in case you are to lose the message, but I would be careful with what if you're talking, don't try and say anything about it just in case. I'm not saying you would, but the last guy got a bit too drunk and blabbed, and he was found dead 20 miles down the road.
Well, given my size, I don't think I could drink half this bar and still not have that too many problems. But got a good constitution, and I'm strong. But not the brightest.
Yeah.
Okay, so what does it say?
He just goes, "The main news is, and this will actually have an impact on us, is the certain representatives from the city-states of the Confederacy have arrived, and they're trying to get embassy with the dwarves. They're trying to persuade them not to sell us blasting agent."
Gunpowder?
Basically, yeah. And I think you can appreciate, concerning that last couple of engagements of, on both sides, have been heavily reliant on the item. We don't want to be cut short, and they have access to their own supply, and we don't.
That would be bad, yes.
Yeah. So, that, to their understanding, they believe that we did not know. We do know. Well, at least I know, and we need to make efforts to stop this from happening. But the issue is, I'm not allowed to interfere. I'm just meant to observe.
Yeah, I could understand why they wouldn't want a human interfering.
I think we can get away with maybe a mild interference. I hear that later tonight, these ambassadors are going to be meeting with a dwarven contingent down at the docks. Even if you were to interfere or even just do something to spook them, that'll put the meeting back a couple of months at least.
Well, we could force them to listen to the bard. That's very disturbing. But I'm thinking something more physical.
Well, that's a possibility there. And there's ways we can go about it. I, of course, can't be seen getting involved there. But if you're not able to disrupt the meeting, there is other avenues for us getting blasted agent. They're called the Dang.
The which?
The Dang.
The Dang?
Yeah, D-A-N-G. They're dwarves. They're a gang.
Oh, those dang dwarves. Okay.
They're well, they run a wee bit of an underworld element. They run the criminals in this city. Not a lot of them. But if you're looking for something out of Doom, you can maybe make an arrangement with them if you're not wanting to interfere with the ambassadors. But you might... Not going to say anything about the dwarves, but these Dang, you might want to make sure you have someone to watch your back.
Untrustworthy Dang. Okay.
Yes. But apart from that, I think that's nearly anything. That's the rest of the stuff I'm going to have to follow up anyway. There's a few rumours, but I have not been able to confirm the sources. There, maybe in a day or two, I might have more information.
Okay, and I assume I can find you here?
Yeah, at night, yes. Apart from Saturdays.
What day of the week is it today?
Aye, Wednesday.
Okay.
Apart from Saturday. If you try to find me, I won't be here.
I know. You've got a role-playing game and you have to stream it.
Yeah, the 2D4 orphanage I have to go to and tell a story to the kids there.
I understand.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's... No, I better not do the die for joke here. He just goes, if that's everything in that case, I'll bid you good day. And he just stands up and he just leaves there.
I walk out with him, and then, well, I walk out after him.
Yeah. It's just as this is happening, this is when we find that finally a certain two people on the stage have gotten the message, get off, get off. I think it's the fact that the entire crowd is singing it, get off, get off, get off the effing stage, get off,
Right.
get off the effing, you know. There's a wee jig going on as they're singing this, you know.
You know what? This is all her fault. This is all. This is absolutely all
It
your
was
fault.
not my fault.
The second I got up on stage, you started with your flute, threw me off, and then challenged me up there. You've been playing these bad notes this entire time.
Last
What
thing I
is-
knew, you started it first. I tried to save your butt. I don't like you anyway, so yeah.
Oh, is that right? Because I tried matching what you were doing. What you
Can
were
I
doing,
get
and
the
you
both
had
of
none
you
of that.
to give
You know what?
me strength checks?
Strength checks.
Yep.
Oh boy. All right.
Just roll strength.
Yes, please.
Now, is it a strength check or a strength saving throw?
Is it?
Whatever.
Like
Is
strength.
this-
Yeah. God, you're.
Give me a second. I think I'm gonna do okay, but I'm gonna get a bit of dice to do this.
Can I do a strength check just to show him how it's done?
Wheel starts off the stage.
There, see, that's how you do it.
That's Carlos's. Oh. If I don't roll it
Throw it on the
off,
floor.
if I don't roll it on the floor. So Carlos,
Yeah.
you're getting the most everlasting hug from the bouncer
Okay.
as he's taking you out to toss
Sure.
you out.
Sure.
Maya, somehow you break out the. I think this guy was just maybe a bit too arrogant. CJ just goes, she's barely like a tenth of my weight. No, maybe not that much of a size disparity, but he just goes, oh, this is nothing. Tries to go for it, grab you, by the collar, and you slip underneath him. At which point, there's a lot of chuckles from the crowd, and just some of them point. You just see the bouncer starting to go a bit red in the face, and he goes, "Right, miss, out with you. Management's not going to have your riffraff. In here, we are a respectable establishment. Away with you." So, how are you reacting to that?
I point up to the floozy girl that's behind me, going, "You mean that respectful, or this respectful?" And actually throw back my collar.
Ooh. There's a slight perceptible shifting away from you, of people. None of them are reacting. None of them are going for anything, but it's just... You see the bouncer just turning towards the bar. And the barman / innkeeper is just going, "Look, I don't want any trouble here. If you can just quietly leave, that's all I want."
I'll kindly leave if the bouncer apologizes.
The bouncer starts, "I'm not gonna..." Just apologize to the lady.
You've been upgraded from floozy to lady.
Quickly.
And you just hear, I'm sorry, ever so mumbly and grumbly there from the guy.
What was that? I could barely hear you.
From the far side of the
I'm-
bar, you hear, he said you're sorry.
You just see the bouncer's head just like jerk to whoever shouted that. The person who thought it would be funny to shout that out goes quiet. The entire bar's just quietly sipping their drinks, acting all innocently. There.
Why would I go quiet?
Are you actually...
Oh.
I'm sorry. My apologies.
He in front of the door heading out the bar.
No, you're
The bodyguard.
still in the actual bar area. You're still in the actual pub. He's not standing in front of the door. It was like the other bouncers basically grabbed Buddy and he's helped drag him off the stage. This guy was trying to do the same with you, and you kind of got underneath his grasp. So you're
Okay,
still
but
around
he's like, how close is he to me?
about 5 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna walk by him and pat him on back. There. You learned, and walk my way out.
You just like most people are trying not to look, but you just hear one person just snicker. I'm guessing, Sapphiros, you've went into the pub, but are you actually leaving the pub or are you getting another drink?
I've got what I got what I came for.
Mhm.
So I guess I shall depart.
So you find all three yourselves leaving the Hog's Head basically at the same moment. You just hear of course, of certain persons picking themselves up after they've been chucked out, while two of the people have been allowed to walk out with some dignity.
I've been thrown away from better places than this trash. Huh.
That says a lot from the trash.
Look who's talking. At least I shine.
Yeah, like yesterday's sunrise. Anyway.
Yesterday's sunrise. Huh.
I've seen the
And you,
light.
what'd you do?
Well, my collar, my
Zathras, what'd you do to get it thrown out of there?
Finished drinking. I didn't get thrown out.
My mistake.
I know I can't sing.
Just
Here,
having an off day.
you really
That's
want to
all.
hear what it sounds like when I sing?
Give me a performance roll.
I just did.
Holy shit!
Great.
I was expecting the 3, not the 19. I don't have any performance skills.
The funny
You
thing is,
could say I roll with disadvantage.
Mm.
I don't care.
what just ends up happening is
Uh-huh.
it's not the best voice in the world, but he sings it with a passion.
He's
The
loud too.
hills are alive with the sound of gorgons.
Oh, you got a pair of lung. Like, that's some deep. You got mass there. I've never heard
It's at
anything
that
so loud
point
before.
you just hear someone, a window burst open. Can you already shut up with that bloody music?
No. Oh, all right. Sea citizens, yes.
That's, no. So, is a certain person, apart from you're joking about the actual not knowing better to sing, what is your intention, Saphras?
Actually, I have an idea. You two could come in handy
Oh,
as a distraction.
you offering a job?
Wait. Me? I just looks at her skin.
No. It's your musical talents that would be the distraction.
Huh.
What?
So looks at her skin.
Explain your.
No. I have a task I have to do down by the docks, and I may need some help distracting some people that are trying to have a nice peaceful little meeting, and it would be easier if they had multiple other distractions. If you understand what I mean.
You want us to make a big old fuss so you could do some thieving?
Not necessarily thieving. No, there's nothing. Wow. Now I'm. Never mind. Not necessarily thieving. More. Maybe some damaging.
You're gonna bust the place up.
Possibly. Yeah. That's it. I might get somebody fired from their job or something. Yeah. Literally. Because I was wondering when I created my character why I have dark vision and it gave me all these torches. Now at least I know why.
The torches is part of your standard explorers kit.
Yes, but when you don't need them.
I don't know, man. Well, what's in it for us? I mean, what exactly do you want? You know what? Let's find some more else to talk. If you're offering a job, I'm willing to listen. I'm down on my luck all of a sudden.
You're what?
Out of my luck. Down on my luck out of a sudden.
He lost money on that last performance. He needs more.
Oh, I didn't lose money.
You just didn't get it.
I grab and I pull out like a couple of like pickpocket stuff. Sorry, a little bag coin purses. Jesus.
Yeah.
Small coin purses. Like I don't know. I got a couple and I'll check the. I'll dump out
the sound of copper coins on the floor.
Not a big haul, but it's something.
It's enough for a few drinks. There.
Well, I don't know what the little missus thinks of this. If she has any interest.
I just look at myself and go, if you want a distraction, I'm the only person you actually really need.
Have you heard him sing?
Oh, by the way, that was just all a ploy to get them down on their guard so I could steal a couple of these coin purses. I'm a much better singer than all that. In fact, I have some magical qualities to my voice.
Just bends over going, I have a chest and I know how to use it.
How to use it?
Yeah, but I was going to say something very crude, and I'm not going to. You're 4 foot.
I also have a chest,
and mine is bigger than both of yours.
Sorry.
I am 6'8" after all. Yeah, okay. Look, we should probably take this away from the door to the pub. Let's head down towards the docks and see if we can find somewhere a little more quiet to chat. And we don't have that nosy neighbor who doesn't like my singing.
Yeah, can you bloody bugger off? I'm trying to sleep here.
It's like 7 in the evening. What's your problem? Grandpa or granny if it's a woman. Okay, so can we move this to a better location to chat?
Yeah, so
we can start talking.
yeah. So the square that you're in is actually right in. It's not in the center of town. It's at the other end of town because the actual gates are in north. This is in the southern section of the city, and it's actually on top of a hill. So as you walk north, you actually walk down the hill towards the center where where the docks are, because there's a massive canal that runs all the way from there up to the Dwarven cities, Dwarven Kingdom. So, pardon me. So as you're walking down, the road that you're walking down is actually very well pointed. It's actually quite wide. At least at certain points of it, it's actually wide enough for at least 5 wagons to ride abreast. There.
Ridiculous. This little kid is on the screen again.
Parts of them, anyway.
What is happening?
Look, Mummy, I can do magic.
Anyways.
Now you see me, now you don't. Sorry. Okay.
Inviso kid.
You're moving down towards the docks, and the docks run most of the width of the city, okay? Because all the trade from the dwarves is either coming off barges, or they're loaded onto barges, okay? And the bit of information that would have been explained to you is the actual docks on the south side of the canal will be where all the stuff getting offloaded by the coming, being imported from the dwarfs, get loaded off, and that's basically that's all the dwarven run docks, while the northern docks are actually the mercantile concerns of there's 3 big families inland that run the human trade there, and
selling humans, that makes sense. Yes.
So they run. So there's 3, and they're called the merchant. The families, they call themselves the merchant princes there. So, and there's a lot of competing for their end. So they then supply the other end of supplies to the dwarfs there.
I assume he told me where the meeting was taking place?
Yeah, he actually would have indicated to you that the meeting in question, because he would have Anger actually indicated to you. Of course, this bit wasn't seen, but it's actually, from what he knows, it's Pier 5 on the south side.
So on the dwarf side.
On the dwarf side, yeah. Because the dwarfs in question want to have all of it in their control there.
So we have to go to the dwarf wharf.
Right.
Yeah, right.
I'm just giving them an opportunity to pun. I don't know why I'm doing this. So, yeah.
Visions of a Deep Space Nine character. Okay. Worf. Okay. So, are we north?
You're
Of-
south. You're south.
Okay. So we're on the right side of the
Yes,
canal.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Good.
The other thing that would have been indicated to you is Pier 5 is actually the largest pier on that side because there's actually a massive warehouse just off it where it kind of doubles partly as a basic embassy for the dwarves at the same time.
Okay. You have such an evil plan in mind. There's something wrong with it because it's in my mind.
But there's
Weird.
not a
That's what
hole
makes
in
it
your
evil.
mind? Sorry?
There's a hole in my mind, yes. Given my intelligence, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's where the pickaxe came in from that last battle, isn't it?
That's one of the scars. It's a bullseye on my forehead. Actually, that's not my forehead. It's my 3 head.
Wee bit of trepanning from a battle axe. Oh, right. Okay, it's the way
Okay.
they... Oh, that makes more sense.
Why was Sarah sideways?
It was the way the camera was
Oh,
angled.
okay.
It got knocked down.
Coming in from the side.
But it got up again. Nobody's gonna keep it down.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're making your way down. It's going
Making my way.
down. I'm calling timber. Sorry.
Make my way downtown.
Okay.
Town
I-
girl.
She's been living in the uptown world. It's a fantastic song.
Okay. What I'm trying to do is there's a meeting tonight, and I'm going to try and disrupt
Yeah, disrupt.
Destruct, yeah.
or disrupt it if I want to add an extra letter. The what? The musical boobs? Sorry, I'm just reading Froggy's comment. And I was pondering the idea of getting Buddy to make a ruckus, like drunken singing. You've heard of drunken master fighting? Well, drunken singing. But what I want you to do, if you could, is include the word dang.
What now?
Dang. Dang. That was D-A-N-G. Yeah, dang. In your song,
Okay.
kind of not repetitively, but multiple times.
Kind of like in the chorus line part.
That dang fool or something. Yeah, that dang fool.
Oh, sure.
All right. Because I want them to be thinking that word while the disruption is going on.
Okay.
You like that, eh? Dude? I like that.
This is more like hustle than anything else. I'm liking it, yeah.
This is subliminal advertising.
Yeah.
Also, given you mentioned you might have some talents at removing items that potentially belong to others.
Yeah.
If we're near a warehouse that contains, what was the word you used for it, John?
Blasting agent.
Blasting agent, aka gunpowder. If you might happen to acquire some, that would improve the distraction that I might be able to cause. And I don't mean blow up the warehouse. That would probably be a really bad idea. We don't want the whole city to catch fire.
So you want to blow something up, but not the warehouse.
No,
Make
no.
a big old show out of it.
Yeah,
Just say,
yeah.
Dang, dang, dang. You got it.
Yeah. Ding, ding, ding comes the wagon. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, okay.
Now, what's your plan for is that all your requirements that you have for me?
At the moment, I believe so. I'm just making this up on the fly, guys.
Yeah, you're walking down as you're saying this.
Now, I'm gonna have to maximize this so I can remember. Maya, okay. Then I can minimize it again. I had forgotten your name. Maya, you mentioned you might be able to distract people in another way.
Yes, raises
With
her
her
arm.
boobs, I remember.
With her arm.
Not just my chest, but the fact of my color. As I pull back my cowl or my hood,
You're a drow.
I'm a drow.
Yeah, and that's going to distract them how? It's not like they've never seen a drow before.
When was the last time you've seen a drow on the surface?
I mean, it's strange.
In Lynn,
you-
it's not that uncommon.
You definitely stand out, but I mean, it's not like, ooh, a drow. I mean, some people are like that around here. Trust me, I know about that. They're like, ooh, a drow, kill her. But, for the most part.
There's probably drow the least represented race. There's been the occasional person for Lynn.
Yeah, it's not like I've never seen a drow before.
I mean, it's around these parts. It's still
Uncommon.
Yeah.
It is uncommon. But
To put this in
Besides that, what
perspective,
else
there's
you got?
probably more
Distraction.
Dragonborn walking around in Lynn, and they're another isolationist station to the south.
Yeah, let's call that Plan B. What else you got?
Can I roll for my animal handling to try to see if I can tame a spider?
Sure. Yep. Good man.
So roll animal handling, right?
Yep. Takes a while. But you don't just get one. You get a few. What are you going to do with them?
do you want some more?
That's scary.
I can't find any.
Yeah. So
You
what?
can't find any?
So what is it that you're wanting to do with the spiders?
Spiders can collect intel because they can actually see.
I was
mean,
thinking you were going to have them actually go up someone's leg there, but that's
Well, they're going to crawl, but they are a distraction. And you normally don't see a drow female just show up and conjure spiders immediately.
what are you hoping the reaction to be?
oh yeah, this is the thing. Dwarves don't like drows.
Yeah, and I don't want you actually in the meeting itself. I don't want you going in there because
I wasn't
well,
going in. I was having the spiders go in.
as long as you don't like the spiders, okay.
A dwarf seeing a spider is going to react.
Why?
Dwarves and drow. They're in the Underdark. Representative of Loth.
You've lost me. Other than seeing a spider and oops, the stream just
Are minions of the goddess Loth, who's the deity of the drow. Spiders
Oh,
are
yeah.
represented to be evil to everybody else.
Hang on a second.
So a dwarf's not going to want to be near a spider.
Okay. I did not know that.
I did not know that either.
Well, we have a plan there. I'll blow some shit up and sing, and
I'll bring my spiders.
now, what do we talk about some pay afterward? What are we looking at for, like, our services here?
Well, whatever you driders are cool. Okay. Whatever you can find in that warehouse is also fair game for you as well. Look, I started the game with 10 gold. What am I supposed to do? Offer you like 4 gold each or something? I don't know if that's a lot of money or not. We are first level, I guess.
It is quite a bit of money.
I mean, then whomever we're doing this mission for you.
Just a second. I pull out the paper, getting ready to burn it, but I look at it and see if there's any mention of getting paid for this.
You're a patriot. What do you think of pay?
I'm a what?
You're a patriot.
I am not a missile.
There was no way, because as Anger wasn't sure how you would approach it. So the conversation of compensation for the actions you take in stopping this meeting never came up. You never asked him.
Damn it. Now we're back to whatever we can find in the warehouse. Hopefully that doesn't blow up.
So, I mean, basically, you just hired me for straight thievery. What do I need you for then? I think I'm gonna go back there singing and hiding and shit. What's with this meeting, anyways? What's this big deal about? What's it to you?
There's a group that wants to blow things up and a group that wants to not blow things up. And I'm on the part where they don't want to blow things up, not right away. Anyway. So I'd rather not give away when shit blows up. Unless I'm the one doing the blowing up-ing.
Your argument is very convincing. I'm in.
Wow, his intelligence must be even lower than mine.
I'm trying to throw you a bone here because
Yeah, I know.
Can I get Mr. Holy to give just an intelligence roll? Yeah. You would have
20. Oh no.
Yeah. So you would have picked. There's two kind of things, right? The guy's a half-orc. Okay.
Orcs, the brightest tool in the wood. No, shed. Tool in the shed. Get the right thing.
So half-orcs aren't the most common group. Even orcs aren't common in this part. They're more in the northern wastes. Okay. But there is the old imperial authority to the west, and in their armies are orcs, orc auxiliaries and half orcs. Okay, and the accent that Saphir speaks with is of the region. There, the imperial authority has been fighting the confederate cities. And in the last couple of years, an amazing dwarven invention called blasting agent has been sown in ever increasing quantities. In the last couple of engagements on both sides, I've seen both sides use it. There. So I think you've got a sneaking suspicion that you're speaking to an Imperial agent, maybe not the smartest.
I mean,
Imperial
look at the
agent.
instructions and read them. I think I could figure this whole thing out. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I see. Well, shoot. It just looks like more of a Imperial mission. Well, they got some money. Of course they're gonna pay us for this, right?
Obviously.
That's how this... And we get to keep whatever we find. All right.
I'm now going to proceed to burn the letter because it's not supposed to be in anybody else's hands, even though somebody else has already read it. But that's okay.
Someone actually found it.
Well, you see, I'm very sneaky.
Yeah, I showed it to you. Your fingers are very sneaky. You can grab on.
Yeah, all right. So, let's see. The meeting's happening over there. Warehouse
Dock
is
5.
there.
Where Dock 5? The large warehouse is also on Dock 5.
So, you've come to the... By at this point, you've come to the main bridge that crosses canal. And looking down, you will see a massive rectangular building there that has a courtyard in the center of it that's not covered. But and then coming off it is a massive pier, okay? But it looks like then part of the pier actually runs through, underneath like the northern wall and continues. So what you would initially thought was a courtyard is actually then becomes a wee dock in itself. So they can get a canal barge right in, but they can also just offload at the pier at the same time and then just run the goods into the warehouse through the outer gate, the outer doors. But
Okay.
Now, do we need to get inside the warehouse?
The meeting is taking place where again?
actually,
In the warehouse?
the suggestion is that it's not actually going to be in the warehouse. It's actually going to be on the pier. Actually, so if you got
The part of the pier that's on the part of the pier that's in the warehouse, or part of the pier that's
on the
beyond the warehouse?
bit outside, actually.
Okay.
So like the initial bit of it, the most northern section of it is actually open to the rest of the world, but it then continues and goes into the warehouse.
Okay. Why am I hearing everything twice?
Do you not know?
Do you have Twitch?
I refreshed this Twitch, but it's still muted.
So no. So can I get you all to do a perception check for me if you're kind of
Perception to see how screwed we are.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm completely oblivious.
Oh yeah, it's perfectly clear to you, Zaphras. There's no one there. Same for Holly.
Very much
Nothing
so.
to worry about. There.
At least Sarah knows what's going
Wait.
on.
Yeah, I do. I know what's
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah. So Maya has a look, and what you see is what you would catch is in the actual upper lit on the. So you've got the ground floor, and then you got the first floor, right above there, and you're seeing through. It's when you're kind of glancing your eye, you catch a glint of moonlight off a wee bit of metal from a crossbow bolt. So the look, and then now you're looking for that. You see, it would appear that at every window there is a guard watching.
This meeting's kind of well protected.
It's like someone doesn't want their meeting disrupted.
Amazing that.
Yes.
Dang. Oh, that reminds me. Where are the dang docks?
Do you actually say "dang" out loud?
No, I'm asking you, the DM.
No. I was just, when you said "oh dang," were you actually
Yes.
saying that out loud in character? That's what I was asking.
No, that was
No.
me doing a pun.
Yeah, well, fair enough. What happens is, as you kind of move off the bridge, a short figure, bit taller than Maya, but shorter than you, the other two of you, wearing a hood, just says, "Right, lads, what's your interest in the docks tonight?"
Did he sing that? What's your interest in the dogs? The singing one shot.
And I briefly look over at Xanthos and is this the time to go?
Who's asking?
Let's just say me, my associates. It suggests that you may not want to be around this part of town at this time of night.
There's no part of town I worry about being around. But do you have okay, you're convincing me to do it even though I don't want to. Do you have a dang clue what's going on?
I think you know what's going on here, and you better not interfere. Or else.
I'm thinking, this is me thinking, I'm thinking there's more than one party interested in disrupting this meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Either that or I'm just being set up by somebody who's supporting this meeting. These are the two options.
Yeah.
Are we... Oh, I guess I don't know, given my perception of 4. Did I even notice this guy?
No, this guy walked up to the lot of you. There.
Oh, from which direction?
Well, you were on the bridge, so as you were kind of looking over, you then started walking back onto the southern side. So he actually stopped right in front of you. So he was on the south side of the bridge also.
So he saw all three of us, or just...
He's depending on how you're the way I'm imagining it. You three are kind of walking like abreast. He's kind of stood in front of the center of the three of you. There's the way I'm imagining it.
By the way, why did we leave the south side?
It was like you were actually on the main bridge that crosses the canal, and that gave you a position to overlook the actual pier.
So we came from the south side, went onto the bridge, and now he also came from the south side.
Yeah.
Oh,
As you're kind of like walking back there, you know.
And what was his reaction to when I said the word "dang"?
Can I get you to give me a perception roll?
Or an insight check.
Or insight check, yeah. Which one's better for you?
Sorry, I'm backseat DM.
No, it's a good point.
I may have rolled a 4 before, but perception is still better.
It's as he's
20.
saying that there's his right hand moves to cover his left. You think it's just kind of like an instinctual motion there.
Mm-hmm.
And he just goes, what is it to you about the business of the dying. No
Big
one wa-
fan.
I would
And they got a
recommend.
really cool name. They got a really cool name too.
I would just recommend, because I am a law-abiding citizen of Lynn, that you may just, that no one would ever want to associate with such dangerous individuals.
People tell me that too.
There, I would just recommend that you know, why don't you go to the Hog's Head? It's warm, it's inviting. There, the music's
there.
normally good. There,
Been there, done that.
The women are floozies.
nothing wrong with that, is there?
Kind of is
Listen.
when a lady.
I think there's some sort of tensions here. I don't know nothing about nothing, but we're just walking here, and I think we all need to just take a breath. You seem to like a person who needs to relax a bit. Maybe I could sing you a song or something. Xanthos, does that sound like a good idea?
Yeah. Sing them that song I recommended. Yeah.
Absolutely. Here we go. Check this out.
Another performance check.
Not only that,
Yep.
before I do that,
Yeah.
I'm going to do the big ol'. I'm going to add my a little bit of magic to this as well to give me some
Okay.
advantage.
Sing a
I want this to
lullaby.
be
I
big. I
like
want this to be loud. What's my magic spells? Give me a second first.
that.
Because I'm the only one that knows what's going on. I am going to turn around and walk, but try to come another way around because I see what's going on.
You're on a bridge.
Yes, I'm walking back off that bridge.
Like, so
To
you're
find another
walking
place.
onto the north side or you off the south side of it?
Well, if he came from the north, we're coming from
No,
the south.
No, he's came
No,
from
no.
the south side.
We came from the
Thank you for
south, went onto the bridge to get a better view. Then we were going back south, and he's suggesting we shouldn't go that way.
Yeah, he's.
The area that he's not, that he doesn't seem to be, or where there's an area that I'm gonna hit up with fairy fire. The whole place, this entire square lights up. There's flashing lights. It's lit up. I send center stage, pull out the guitar, start singing loudly, bang bang, a good old song. They're coming down, I'm bang around and
This is why I leave.
Oh, dang, buddy. Wham,
This is why I leave.
Right,
dang,
so
woman.
Most
Well,
likely,
he's-
if you're walking away from this, you'll be going to the north side of the bridge in that case. Away from them.
Yeah.
Right. As this happens, there, you hear a wee bit of cursing. There. As. I'm just having each object in there.
And he also
Is that like Okay, so there's a few dexterity save. Hold on, give me a second. What's the spell save for this?
13.
13. No,
I can't catch a break.
no.
This is a break at least.
Okay.
I guess I need to save Jew since I'm in the area of effect,
It's what ends
or
up.
else I'm each object in a 20-foot cube within the range of the. In blue, okay, let's just do the save first. No, I fail.
Suddenly, you see.
I'm a
Saphras-
glowing half-orc.
Yeah, Saphras lights up. The gentleman in front of you doesn't light up there. But you see just the area around, just so you had the wall of the bridge and it ends in the kind of parapet, and there's like the road kind of runs down into the piers. You see just behind the wall a sudden glow up here and cursing from two individuals in Dwarvish there. It's at this point, as you've done it, there's a lot of actual lights from the actual building that you were looking. Where the windows were all dark, lights have went on all along, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you just hear and just looking over, you will actually see two doors open up and a group walk out. And these guys are heavily armed, okay? Because when they walk out, the moonlight hits off their armor, okay?
Oh, wow.
And you just see about 5 of them walk out, and the doors, after they clear, the doors close. And it's like you hear shouts, and the individual goes, "You bloody blasted idiot!
What? Everybody likes a song. Everybody likes a good old dang old song. God dang it.
Okay, so no, I'm not giving him the thumbs up, but yeah.
Just at the same time, there was what appears to be a barge that was about to come in to the actual pier, but it then kind of veers off at the
This
same.
might have worked. This might have worked. We've disrupted the meeting.
Yeah.
Barge divergent.
You just hear, and the guy just goes, and I'm going to find you, right?
Right here. You
And
can see me. I'm glowing.
Yeah, and it's like he starts running to the north, okay, with his 2 friends
Who are glowing?
glowing. Well, he's not glowing, but his 2 friends
Yes.
are glowing. He just like notices and goes, "Away with you, not with me." Someone else. How long does this last for?
Concentration up to 1 minute.
As soon as they leave the area,
No, it's concentration
any
up to 1
creature
minute.
in the area when the spell's cast.
is glowing, but it lasts for 1 minute while you're concentrating.
Oh, yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
It continues afterward, yeah.
So they're running off. You then hear, as they're running off, about maybe a minute afterwards, the clanking, and you see 5 stout dwarfs in heavy plate. 4 of them have got crossbows there. The one in the lead's carrying a halberd. And he goes, "Right, what's the meaning of this? What's going on here?"
Some guy asked us to sing him a song, and my friend put on a light show and started singing a song. And then once we started singing, he started singing. We know I can't sing. He ran off to the north.
They went this way. You could tell because they're still glowing. You could see there's a little bit of an after effect afterward. By the way, if they enter in, I think they have to roll as well.
Each other's.
Nope. He passes. Okay. He passes. He doesn't.
No, it's any creature when the spell is cast. Is
It's when it's cast. Fair enough.
Oh, apologies.
It's
then.
when it's
Okay.
cast. No, I was just wanting to see there, but it's like
Yeah,
so
they
the one
walk
with
in
the
and start
halberd
glowing.
just gestures at 2 of them, and you just see 2 of the crossbowmen move off and chase after, and he goes, "Well, I would recommend that this time of night you don't loiter around. Else people might think you're up to something, and the Baron's men do frown on his peace being broken."
Singing is peaceful, but okay, we'll leave.
See, I already left the building.
Yeah.
Or left.
Yeah, Maya, you're walking down and you just see three figures in hooded cloaks run by you. Two of them have got this glow around them that's quite radiant there.
I'm shaking. I'm gonna say, oh, now that is not fair. That's a trick that I would do.
Then and it's then afterwards you hear clanking. You just see two heavily armed guards in plate with crossbows chasing after them there. They're probably not going to catch up because they're in plate, the other guys aren't, but they're still giving a good hell of a run for it, you know. And it's like you just see like the three that were running off, the second they see that they're being followed, they really leg it there and turn a corner.
Okay, so now we've pissed off both sides.
You two pissed off both sides. I actually walked away. Because I saw what was going on, and secondly, I'm not going to deal with it.
As I said, now that we've pissed off both sides, I guess they're going to want us to go north, aren't they?
Oh, you're talking about the guards?
Yes.
They don't care which way they go. They're just rather you not be loitering on the bridge overlooking their operations.
Okay. But the Hogshead was on the south.
Yeah, Hogshead is on the south side, up the hill, in the square. There.
All
I'm
right.
actually separated from you guys right now.
Yes, you're to the north.
Yeah.
I mentioned to Buddy, okay, I think we've gotten done what I needed to get done here. Because the group of people that were supposed to meet on the docks aren't going to the dock. They went somewhere else or went away because we did a really good job. So the only way I'm going to get paid for this is if I head back to the Hogshead, and I don't think you'd be particularly welcome coming back there. So how about we meet at the generic insert other pub, and I can see about what we can get paid for doing this and bring the money there.
Yeah, there is another pub just up the way called the Harpy's Nest there. But it's quite a dingy looking bar.
North or south again?
This one would actually be in the just north, just
of the
past the bridge there.
Okay.
So the way I'm heading.
Yeah.
Yes.
There is other drinking establishments in Lynn, but these are like the two big ones, you know? They end up like they're sizable enough where they also have like these are like big coach inns for the caravans there.
Got a good question. The guards that went by me with the fairy fire, were they dwarves?
The guards weren't fairy fired. It was the other ones.
Yeah. All of them they're either very short humans or they're dwarves.
Okay, the reason I'm asking is did any of them accidentally like throw off their cloak as they were running?
None of them threw off, but probably just from the general stockiness of them and their height, the assumption it would be a reasonable assumption to assume all of them are dwarves. The two guards that you saw running past, it's obviously dwarven armor. And again, the height. It's either that or they found two very short humans who are stocky.
Well, the reason I was thinking that maybe one of their cloaks fell off, just that way I could take and go back the other way. Because of my height.
At the moment, nothing You haven't seen anything falling off at the
The
moment.
skinniest dwarf in existence.
I'm not technically that skinny though. It's my height that throws it off.
So no, it's
Well, I'm going to suggest that to Buddy.
the harpy's
And-
nest. Then.
Yes,
Okay.
and wait for his answer. He's disappeared.
Yes, he has. That sounds good.
Is this a time for a?
Might be a good time for a break. There.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
So, okay. In that case, we'll give it 10 minutes for us to grab juice and so forth, and be back at 10 to it, or we'll try to be back at 10 to. There. See ya, folks. Now we're back. So,
Or are we?
We might be. It might be the Twilight Zone.
There. Now we're back.
so we're back to the situation of
Warner Brothers.
we had Saphras suggesting that, Buddy catch up with Maya and head towards the Harpy's Nest. And Saphras will try to grab Angar back at the Hog's Head to arrange some sort of payment for what has just happened. Supposedly this song has stopped the meeting, for all we know. Is what Saphras is hoping. So, let's go into Buddy and Maya first. There. So, Buddy, are you going to try and chase up Maya, or are you going to try... Are you going
What
to...
are my two choices?
So, Saphras suggested that, how you got kicked out of the Hog's Head,
Yeah.
you going back with him is probably not going to
Sure.
be the best.
Yeah.
He said, look, if you catch up with Maya and head to the Harpy's Nest, it's a pub on the northern side of town, off the main road. You might be able to wait there. He'll talk and come back with payment.
That's choice number one.
Choice number one is to, say yes and then follow him. Or anything else you want to do.
All right. Well, yeah. Okay. No, yes. I thought you were giving me it's this or this. I'm like, no, yeah. Let me go after Maya. Let's do that. That is a perfectly reasonable suggestion.
So you catch up with Maya there.
Hey. So mission successful, huh?
I don't know. Were you the one that was using my magic?
Well, I mean, your magic.
Leading people up?
Yeah, I did that. That's you. Are you trying to take credit for something I did?
No, I'm saying you stole it.
Explain yourself.
That's a spell I learned as a little kid.
Explain your comment of I stole it. I did not steal that. I learned that. That took me a lot of years to learn that lesson. Read
So you
through
didn't learn it as
books,
a child.
university, read through books, been taught through the secret arts of barding, passed down from generations to generations.
Got it. So you stole it because it wasn't. You naturally didn't learn it.
You keep saying like all these things belong to you. I don't see you having a single bit of magic around here. What can you do?
I think you can
Bet you
hear a
can't even
pin
do
drop.
fairy fire yourself. Why are you always trying to accuse me of stealing things?
Points to your stolen bag of stuff.
What, these little couple coins? These are my little tips for the night.
That's not what you said earlier.
I say many things. I'm a master of words. I sing them, I say them, I tell stories. It's what I do. I play with words.
That's the only thing you play with. And she keeps continuing.
Well, I got a word for you, and it's called up.
Cut to Saffros. You've made your way back to the Hogshead. And I'm guessing you just walk right in, no hesitation or anything like that. And the figure you're looking for, he looks up and he's like, right. Just kind of looks around and he just nods his head back to the
up
back.
the stairs to the halfway up doorway.
Mm-hmm. And he's like, right, you're back quickly.
Was able to create a distraction that caused the visiting dignitaries to turn away and not have their meeting.
Well, that's good. Be a delay. They'll probably meet again, but hopefully
they'll try again. But
yeah.
There was I did require a bit of help from you wouldn't believe it, but that horrible singing bard.
Ah, right.
He used my advice for a particularly worded song to cause a bit of a disruption, which made them turn away. But
what sort of disruption?
Well, he was singing a really dang bad song. And he put on some sort of a light show as well.
Oh no. When you say dang bad song, are you actually saying the dang were there?
I believe, yes.
Ah.
I believe they were also trying to disrupt the meeting.
Ah.
And we ended up doing their job for them.
They weren't going to want to disrupt the meeting. They wanted the blasting agent.
They were there to steal the meeting. Okay. They stole my plan too. This is
you disrupted the dang.
Yes, I believe I did that too.
Right. You just see Anger say, yeah, right, we didn't meet. Nice speaking to you.
There is one thing before you go. I did mention that we would probably be getting paid to disrupt this meeting. So some money to potentially split with my co-conspirator. Well, I'll say co-conspirator, even though there's more than one. Because I didn't mention.
Yes. can't spare you much. And also, you might be wanting to leave the city as quick as you can. There.
There.
Yeah, if the Dang find... When the Dang find out that their operation's been interrupted, they're gonna want to talk to you. Or whoever they think who's got involved in stopping them. If I knew they were going to steal the stuff tonight, I wouldn't even have told you about it.
Ah. Dang.
Yes.
Any well, first of all, about that money.
Persuasion roll, sir.
Okay, I don't have anything for that.
Or intimidation, if you've got it.
Oh, well, I got that better. Intimidation. There we go. I think I pressed it once. I'm not sure if I pressed it once or twice. Yeah, intimidation's much better.
Yeah. Yeah, you can tell he's scared, okay, by the thought that you've interrupted the time, but at the same time, he wasn't there. He's like, yeah, sure, look, this is
He is
how
the one who gave me the orders, so...
Yeah.
I don't have to mention that, though. I don't have to.
He's just going, look, anything to get you away from me, because I don't need them to know I told you about this. And he's just going, right, where is it? He just gives you a pouch, okay?
Oh, it's the surprise payment amount.
Yeah.
Does it feel like it's gold or silver?
It's full. We just don't know what of, right?
Well, gold would be heavier.
Can still be a heavy full of copper. He just hands you. Can I get you to roll me a 1d20? There.
I have no idea if I did that right.
No, wrong way. Put the slash before roll.
Oh.
Okay. Give me another d20 roll.
8.
Okay.
Getting better.
Another d20 roll.
12.
Okay.
I'm going to guess the next number is going to be 15.
So, first one was for your gold. Second one was for the silver.
Oh, God.
And there was what was in copper. He's giving you a full pouch.
I was hoping it was going to be 30 gold. But, okay.
You don't know that at the moment. All you know is you've been given a full pouch. Okay?
Yeah. All right.
And
where does he suggest I take my leave to?
out of the city.
That's everywhere in the world except Lynn. Okay.
No, the Dang have quite a bit of control outside the city. I would suggest don't go to Garth. Maybe Ford it. Next best place getting back home. Forden, maybe? It's the less travelled route. There.
Okay.
The issue is the gates are closed at night. And you're not going to be able to leave the city until the morning.
Goody.
Yeah. How long ago was this that you interrupted their operation?
Well, how long ago did I leave here?
Barely 40 odd minutes ago, I would say.
So 15 minutes to get there, 10 minutes there, and 15 back.
Ooh.
And about 20 minutes ago.
You may have another 20 minutes to hide before they're out enforcing the streets looking for you.
So I'm running to the harpy's nest.
Yeah. I'm cutting back. Holly and Maya, you're in the harpy's nest. This place, while it's still quite a big establishment, is the rundown version because all the more well-off clientele goes to the Hogshead. This is for the penny pincher caravan masters and all that, the ones who can't afford the extravagant costs there. The not as many torches out, it's a bit darker. The stage actually has got cobwebs. It's been a while since there's been someone on stage, or they have not swept it. You see, I think he just rubbing a dirty rag over the counter and he was going, "Yes, drinks for the two of you as you come in."
I'm paying for myself. Push forward a, I don't know, what is the normal 2 copper?
Yeah, 2 copper. It goes, okay. I'm guessing the ale you're wanting.
Whatever you got in this place.
Runs a tap for you. Passes passes you a flagon over. Goes, "And you, madam?"
What freshest of your alcohol that you have right now?
I had a disagreement with one of the younger members of one of the trading families. They thought that because they put in the order with me, they could bully me into giving it them a certain vintage of wine at a much cheaper price. So I've got a very fine wine here from the vineyards off just off Hearts Folly. They're just recently been bottled. Surprisingly, a nice bouquet. I've had another bottle of it. You cannot. It's 5 gold, though. But it has just came out.
Fresh and wine just don't mix. But okay.
He's mean it's the latest stock.
Exactly. You want wine to age. You want the stale wine.
This girl's from the underground. She doesn't know anything about this fancy wine stuff.
Either that's the newer stock. The only other thing is I do have some cider that came in about a month ago.
I'll give you a silver for anything that's in that.
A silver for what?
Silver for anything in any alcohol in that range.
He doesn't question it. He turns around, pours a tap, puts out one flagon, then the next, then the next.
You just bought 5 flagons of ale.
Then the next. Then turns the tap off. There you go, madam. Enjoy. And if you do feel the need, please don't vomit on the tables. Take outside if you have to. The restrooms at the back on the right hand.
Sarah, we're only getting the top of your head again, by the way.
Sorry, guys.
So, are you two just drinking in silence?
How big is this crowd around? How many peoples?
There is a crowd, but this is, I would say, like in the Hogshead, there was the caravan, like the rough crowd were still richer because they were the caravan guards, well paid caravan guards. Then there was the very like craftsmen. Here, this is when you're looking at it, it's more, the best way I can describe it is it's a crowd, but it's more like the dock workers there or the basic laborers.
I think I'll just sit and drink for a bit.
I'm
And wait for
I
the
am
dancers.
drinking one of the. What, how many do I have?
5.
Okay, I'm drinking one of the 5 right now.
You didn't question it. You said, I'll take a silver's worth of alcohol. He gave you a silver's worth of alcohol.
Your 2 options are the most expensive wine ever or beer.
Well, not just that. When I said this, I give him a silver instead of 2 copper. He's probably going, oh, I haven't seen this in ages. I'm going to go with it.
He probably has that amount of money going in, but most people are paying in coppers. It's like if someone's paying in silver, it's for them to have lodging for the night and a meal at the same time. Not just put it down for the beer or the alcohol in one go. Unless they're selling the tab for the night, that's the thing. Yeah. So it's not the most common thing, I would say. So no, he does that. As you're talking, can I get you guys to give me a perception roll?
Can do.
You hear a few murmurs. And are both of you still sitting together, or are you sitting separately, would you say?
I'm probably sitting away from him. I've been lipping at each other this whole entire time coming in.
Right. I would say you probably have noticed that people have been, turning glances. But that's it. Okay? There's a few whispers, but you've not been able to it's like the whispers. You've been able to see, it would suggest the people looking at you, and it looks like they're muttering to each other, but it's quiet enough you've not picked up what they've said. Okay? I would say for Buddy, you've not really picked up on anything. You're just enjoying that ale.
Yeah, I'm just waiting here, doing the thing. Just waiting, and thinking. Yeah.
But I would say all of you kind of notice, though, the hush that does enter the harpy's nest. As the door opens again, and we're talking about, the 2 of you have probably been in the harpy's nest for maybe 20, 30 minutes now. There. And a hush kind of descends as the door opens again, and 3 individuals step in, wearing hooded cloaks. And you just hear a voice. It's the same voice that you heard on the bridge. There's our musician friend. And this is where I really wish I could just put us on break now, but I'm joking.
Well, we're
Okay, break's over.
Yep.
this is where you would cut to elsewhere.
Yeah. Yes. Saffras, you're running down the street. Okay. Can I get you to give me an athletics roll, please?
26.
Okay.
Natural 20.
And I'm good at athletics.
Okay, that's fine. It's just to give me an idea if you arrive, kind of when you arrive there.
A lot faster than walking to the bridge the first time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'd say what happens is cutting back, so as you're saying, you are running.
Yeah.
Full speed, or are you just taking a gentle jog, or is it full pelt?
I'm running.
Full pelt, okay. Yeah, cutting back. There. You hear the person behind you, buddy. So, how are you reacting to your new friend?
Second?
Who are you talking to?
So, to Buddy.
Ah.
So, how are you reacting to your new acquaintance?
Which one? The guy that came in and said, here's the people we're looking for?
Here's our musician friend, yeah. The one that just said that, yes.
Oh, you're here for a song, are you? Well, I suppose if it comes to that, I'm quite popular around these parts. I suppose if you all want another quick show, I could put something on real quick, and I'll start immediately drawing all of the attention to me, negative and positive,
Okay.
because I recognize danger and
Give me a performance roll, sir.
can do.
Maya's shaking
You
her
are
head no
really
matter
good
what.
or really bad?
Maya's
I'll
like,
jump
no.
up on the stage, do 3 stomps, 1, 2, 3. A 1 for the money, a 2 for the show, a 3 to get ready, and a 4 to go as and a roll. On the let's battle, let's go. And I'll just go with that.
Holy Elvis, Batman.
The is like the other like the three gang members, they're like what a wee bit shocked, but the rest of the crowd, who were silent and kind of nervously looking, kind of start like thumping along with the music, and cheered. It's been a while since they've had a musician in the Harpy's Nest. And there's like the crowd, and people start kind of crowding around the bar, which kind of stops the gang members from actually advancing on you. It's probably at this point, as you're having an impromptu concert there, when Zaphos bursts through the door, but no one actually hears him bursting through the door, and you see Zaphos turning towards you. 3 members of the gang. One of them you, of course, recognize because he was the individual that was talking to you on the bridge.
Nice.
And he's like, yeah. And you just kind of barely hear through the sound of this concert that Buddy's now holding. You just hear him saying, "My bosses want to speak with you and your friends."
He's saying that to me?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm on a stage on the other side.
I told him not to sing. Did he upset you again? Oh, what if I don't want to talk to your bosses?
My bosses have made it clear you're to come with us. No questions.
I wasn't going to ask any questions.
Yeah.
Simple answer.
Yeah.
But me and my right tool may not want to go to see your bosses.
Mm.
Do you want to know what my right tool is?
You just see the
I don't care if you want to know or not. I just grabbed my battle axe. This is right tool.
I think it's at this point there's going to be a wee bit of an initiative roll.
Fantastic.
Okay, my aunt's literally like sighing in the corner and slowly handing out her drink, her other 4 glasses to people.
Darn, I thought I was going to get one. Oh well.
You're not getting any. You just started a fight.
Why is my initiative roll so? Oh, that's why.
Okay.
Where is it located? Aha. I don't even know what I rolled.
You rolled a 2.
Wow.
Well, you rolled a 1, but you got a 2.
Alright, that's why I can't do that. So what was the...
I botched my roll.
Hey, you get to go last.
So blink. So it's blink. Okay.
Well, it explains why I was giving people my drinks.
You have your hands full of drinks. Actually, you're doing like you're holding a bunch of.
I'm handing. Actually, I grabbed the serving tray, and I'm acting like a serving tray right now.
Fantastic.
You don't know about me yet. Because I'm acting like a server switch.
Okay. Give me a second.
I'm guessing this was probably the wrong choice, but what the hell?
No. No wrong choice.
There's never a wrong choice.
No, yes, the wrong choice would have been to go back with them.
The question is, you two made the stink. Mine really didn't have to go.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, give me a second. So, I've got... Right, so they're going on... 12? Okay. What's he on? Okay. Alright, they're both, all of them are going 12s. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so Blink. Who you is you
Basically,
first?
they're right in front of me.
The one right in the middle.
No, I'm asking, are they right in front of me?
Oh yeah, they're right in front of you.
Okay. So, it's definitely the right tool. Not the left tool, that would be a javelin. The right tool.
Right. So I'm guessing you're attacking. Who would you be attacking, sir?
I'd be attacking the one that wants to take me away.
So the one in the center, the one that's been talking to you.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. If you give me an attack roll, sir.
22.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hit. There.
14 slashing damage.
Yeah, so
that's max. Hey.
Yeah.
Well done, Max.
Before
I forgot to do the rage. Oh,
yeah.
My bad.
Before he could even react, you just see him going for his dagger or something at his side, and your battle axe there just comes down, whoomph, and you just hear that meaty whack as you just whoomph, split down, and he just kind of does the wee pirouette on the spot. You know, then saying that anime blood spray all over the place there, which I think that's when that disrupts the nice concert that was going on when people suddenly find themselves getting sprayed with blood at the back of the head.
Screams.
Yes, exactly. There's screams. There's
Panic.
Yep. All that starts off. Okay. It's then actual Buddy. Your concert has been just disrupted by a murder of a potential fan. What do you do?
No, I know what was going on. Zathras, they're after us. I got your back, you got mine. And I'm going to strum a very loud chord. And
Yep.
it's going to fill you with the sense of inspiration. Add 1d6 for your next one. For your next...
Oh, so you're giving them an inspiration roll.
Inspiration. There's a box for that, isn't there? Yes.
Inspiration dice you're giving them.
Yep.
So it's a d6 you're giving them?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
correct.
And that's for him to add for either saving throws or attacks, isn't it? It's not, you don't add it to damage.
Correct. That's the
yeah.
only thing. It just doesn't
Yeah.
add to damage. But everything else you can.
Yeah.
Saves, attacks, whatever.
Yeah,
blah,
no,
blah,
that's
blah,
fine.
blah.
Just make sure I'm keeping myself
Skill
hit.
checks.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole shebangs.
I have a question.
Yep.
What does it mean if you have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing?
You
damage?
take half damage to those.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
And with that, there's still like there's when this threat approached me, and I was able to cause enough distraction. There's still how many? There's still two left. One
Oh
left?
yeah, there's two left. So it's the center one that's been taken down there, but there's two left.
The one that's next to me. You know what I'm gonna do?
Well,
I'm going to dodge.
all right.
No, actually, I'm going to if there's one next to me, I'm going to grab the guitar head,
Yeah.
pull it off, and it's a little rapier, and I'm
Okay.
gonna try to while he's looking hit that guy next to me.
So just confirming your action for the inspiration, that's a bonus action.
It's a bonus action.
That was a bonus action. Okay, no, that's fine. So you still got potentially attacking the move. Okay.
So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna
Sure.
take a swipe. Well, not bad. There it goes. 16.
16. Nope, that hits. 4 though. Okay.
Not much, but it's something.
It's as you catch the other one like flat-footed, and you go, oh, and you just see the anger in the eyes
Uh-oh.
there. Yeah, so he's going to be swinging, at you there. So hold on.
Actually, what is my armor? Hang on.
Oh, what did I? Oh, that's the wrong. Helps if the GM types the right command for die roll. I don't think that breaches your armor
Who, me? I don't have armor, and it still doesn't breach.
for Buddy.
Oh.
No.
So he kind of like pulls himself off the point of your rapier and like lunges towards you with a thrust of his dagger.
And I just like jump straight up over it because I'm on a stage.
Yeah, I think also it doesn't help that as he's doing it, it's like one of the patrons actually blocks him at the same time. There.
You
Okay.
knocked down my beer.
Yeah. The other bandit is actually going to try and jump towards Saphras. There, okay. So again, same. That's not going to do the difference. Nah, you're.
Even without the shield on the 15.
Yeah, I would say. Well, you wouldn't have the benefit of the shield at the moment because I'm guessing you're wielding that battle axe two-handed there.
Well, that's why I wielded it two-handed because I didn't bring up my shield.
Yeah, fair enough. No, that's fine. So no, he pulls out. He pulls out a sword there from a scabbard, and he's just taking swings at you, but you just block it in the haft and just deflect it off. There, Then we come to Sarah. Oh Maya, how are you reacting to this? You've just seen Zaphros cut one of them down. Buddy's got one of them pierced a wee bit. Another one busy trying to take Zaphros. So you could go back to your drink. There.
I'm acting like a tavern wench, and trying to make money off of what I just lost, because if I have to go into this fight. It really surprised me. Like, literally, I'm just like, okay, just in case I have to go in, give me 2 copper, 3 copper for my ale. Make it back my money.
If you charge 3, that's going to be kind of weird, given that they can go to the bar and get it for 2. But...
I think it's also people are at the moment more concerned about the fact that there's a fight going on. There's a massive big battle axe being swung around. They're less concerned about drinking, about making sure they keep their heads so they can drink afterwards. There, so
and the fact that there is a tavern munch just walking around pretty hot and avoiding this is kind of amusing too. I'm used to battle.
Mm-hmm. I don't worry. No. Seriously, you just want a beer. Come on. I think it's going to be a persuasion check there to see.
From persuading people?
To actually see if you can get your natural charms across as a woman to ignore.
Use your chest.
What am I rolling again? Perception?
No, persuasion.
Yes, to keep abreast of the situation.
Boom, boom.
Ooh, nice. Crits.
Somehow, Maya has got a small crowd of men. Not
offering
even
4 coppers each.
Yeah, she's somehow there's a couple of guys going, no. He's had enough. Actually, I'm feeling a wee bit parched. There, and they said, "Yeah, you don't want his money. How about And you start a wee bidding war. There, just for your time and attention. There.
Nice.
While that's going on, back over to Saphras.
Well, the one that attacked me gets to learn about the right tool as well.
Yeah. Okay, take a swing.
Oh, that's really, really bad.
Wow, double ones.
Yeah. So the way I'm gonna have it is, as that lands there, he kind of dodges and your axe is stuck at the moment. There. In the actual wood. So you're going to have to take an action to free that axe. Okay? Are you doing anything else? Are you moving there? Are you taking any sort of bonus actions?
Can I take a bonus action to take out my shield?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, fine. So you're I'm guessing you're not going for the axe at the moment. You're just grabbing the shield to have the benefit.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to leave because then my axe will stay behind. Because it's stuck in the wood. So yes, I will.
You quickly with that you just go, oh shit, and you quickly rest the shield off your shoulder there. Yeah, I like that. Okay, buddy, what you're doing?
Guy still in front of me.
Yeah, there is a person kind of. You're got enough. You're about within 5 feet, but at the same time, there is a few people kind of get. You're both are getting jostled in this crowd.
Right.
There, so I'm going to say potentially if you roll ones, or even if you rolls one, the complication is someone else is getting stabbed. There.
It's also that there's not very little room here. So what I'm gonna do is I can do a disengage. No, I could do a dodge. I could do a dodge as my action and just be like, okay, using this person as my template.
You're just going to excuse me, sir.
Yeah. And with that, I'm going to try to actually move away from him in the distance, which could trigger attack of opportunity, but with a disadvantage if he so chooses.
Oh, you're just doing you're just doing dodge, not a disengage. There.
Yeah, I'm doing a dodge and I'm just stepping away because I mean it's sure, swing with disadvantage. It's fine.
Sure. Oh,
I've got a person between you and me.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I keep doing this the wrong way. Right. Keep forgetting this the other.
15 and a 16. They both hit.
Right. So the 15 hits. There. Okay. And the...
Even though it was a disadvantage, yeah, the 15 hits.
You get it on disengage, but that's what I was asking. I gave you the option to Rick on it.
Sure did. Sure did.
Just make sure I'm getting the... Yep, that is. Yeah, so 4 damage.
I'll take it.
So it's just as you're doing that, his blade just whips out and it just... There's a cut along your arm as you're trying... you're trying to do a flourish and the sword just nicks you along your arm as you're doing the flourishing and you're like, damn it. You're just trying to show off a wee bit too much.
Well, I was going to let you live, but now it looks like you're going to die.
Okay.
Turn it.
And that's...
Oh, yeah, now he gets to go.
Yes.
Attack as well as the dude against Zathras.
Yeah, so he's going to take another roll at you. 12.
Miss.
All right. And then the one attack in Sapphire's. Bloody hell. Nope.
Oh, also with disadvantage, but it doesn't matter. Missed anyways.
Missed by 11. Oh, shucks.
Yeah. So, yeah, both of them missed their attacks on you guys. Okay.
So it's Maya's turn again.
Yeah. Maya, what you...
Maya's having a grand old time.
Yeah.
Money.
Yeah, so...
Do I hear 5 copper?
Yeah. Yeah. So you're still continuing that there. Okay.
I don't see really need to help anybody. Yes, I see Holy getting or Buddy getting cut, but it's not that too deep that I have to help him.
There's just as I said, you've kind of got a wee bit more going on for the cups at the moment and your attention. Is there a cut-off point of saying, say, if there's any, where you're basically going, yep, no, that's you, thank you, I'll take your copper now. Is there any sort of upper limit, or are you just trying to see how much you can?
I'm gonna see how far I can go with this.
Okay,
because this is a good distraction of not having to enter back.
I'm just
persuasion is still a natural 20.
Yeah. It is a natural 20. The fact that she's got them engaged in this there. Give me another persuasion check just to actually see if you can keep them. It's you've got them engaged, but it's actually see if you keep them going on for the bidding there.
17.
I am still going.
Yeah, see, you've got them still. The fact that you've got the 20, you've got their attention in the first place. The guys, part of the reason why you got it is the guys you got the attention of. They're all boozed up in the first place, so they're not really thinking about this. Okay, so you still got their attention. One of them starting to offer like 6 copper dearie. Maybe a silver for a kiss, is one of them is saying. and then we're going to cut off before we start going advancing that even further into dodgy territory. There.
Good plan.
Yep. But we know what men can be like, or no, that sort of
Sure we
stuff.
do.
Yep. Right, so it is back to Saphras.
I assume if I go to take the battle axe out of the wall, I'm not going to get an attack. Correct?
You're not going to get the attack, and you then would have to drop your shield.
Well, no, I can wield it one-handed.
Oh yeah, is that
It just does 2 less damage.
It's not the
it does a
finesse,
D8 instead of a
it's a
D10.
versatile weapon.
Yes.
There. Yeah. So you roll on the D10 instead. Fair enough.
Yeah. So in that case, instead, I'll just use one of my hand axes.
Okay. Quickly draw. Use a bonus action just to draw the hand axe, and you're attacking.
And choppy chop. 14.
14. Yes, that will hit. And do your damage.
10 damage. Oh, I rolled max damage again. Bonus.
I'm just trying to remember. Did you?
No,
Yeah, this guy you haven't hit yet. No.
I haven't hit this guy yet.
No. Okay, so you bring it down, and he's
Awesome.
like,
Not by accident, but on purpose.
and he's backing off there as best he could, right? You.
Attack of opportunity? No.
No.
Oh no, this is my turn. Right,
It's
it's not
your
backing
turn.
off. Yeah. So yeah.
They-
Okay.
Then we've got Buddy.
And I'm just gonna I'm just gonna go at it. I gave you a fair warning. And I'm going to. It's my turn now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have a spell, but oh yeah. Actually, yeah. You're so. Hang on a second.
He's working on an accent.
No. I'm working on a.
He's trying to think of what other singer has he not disparaged today with his impersonation. What about a wee bit of Johnny Cash?
No.
James Dean?
There's no ring of fire going on, so he can't.
Is there still the guy is still is he still using the person as cover as well?
Well, it's not that it's not like he's intentionally using the person as cover. It's just that there is a wee bit. You're close enough to attack each other, but it's just the way the crowd's getting jostled. Potentially, people are getting pushed between the two of you. There, so this is why I'm saying if you were to roll ones,
I guess
someone else is getting stabbed.
I'm gonna wait a few seconds and then to see an opening, and then I'm gonna strike through. Here we go with a 12
Yep, that hits.
damage. 6.
So, and you did 4 before, right?
Yeah, they're both at 10.
Yeah. See, you got the one in the lower back, and then now you get him in the shoulder. Pulls himself off. And he's like, "Ugh." He steps back. It's at this point the two of these guys are going to actually disengage. Okay, they're both going to take their actions to disengage. Okay.
All right.
And go out the door.
So they'd have to go past me to get out the door.
Yes. But there's engage.
Disengage
Disengage.
says just
No
Yeah,
attack.
the one who disengaged from you would still. Wouldn't I still get an attack of opportunity as they went by? Because they didn't disengage from me.
well, he could step around you. He doesn't have to get close to
He
you.
doesn't have to get close to you. That's
What? I came in the door and all of a sudden I was fighting. I haven't left the doorway.
Wait, weren't you getting your battle axe?
No. I wasn't getting my battle axe. It's still in the wall.
you're doing it. The way I'm gonna. The rule is I'll give you. You can strike at one because you only have one reaction.
Yeah,
Okay. But the other one will go out the door.
that's fine.
Okay.
That's what the javelin's for.
Right.
Okay. Axe again. 24.
All right. Yeah, you get you. I'm not gonna
10
ask you
more.
to.
Holy crap! Max damage again.
Was it gonna? Have you just put it just not even 1d10? Have you just told it to automatically roll 10s?
I didn't put anything. I think it put... No, it's 1d6. Yeah,
I'm just
1d6 plus
joking
4.
about that.
No, you're... But I did something similar to that before,
I know.
so yeah.
Where it was always like it's always a 6, not a 1d6. It's always a 6.
Yeah, 6 plus 4. Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
Amazing.
it's not the first time I've
So
actually.
one runs away and you get the other guy.
Yeah, it's just no. So the one that a way I imagine it is both of them dart. Zephyr's, the one that was actually Zephyr's going against somehow just slips and just slides through the guard, but it's then you do an uppercut and you catch the second guy straight in the chin there. And if you literally just like lift him up by the head with the axe until you let that go, you bring him back down to. There's silence
Fantastic.
in the pub. There's
Is
good
it
part
back to my turn?
No, mine hasn't even gone yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's right. They
Yeah,
disengaged on there.
this is what I'm getting at. There's a good part of the crowd pushing back to the back of the pub. There's a wee bit at the front that's just surrounding Maya, and you just hear, no. Those are my beers. You're not having them. You've had too much, and like she'll be interested in you. There, don't harass the poor woman. Is all you hear. While the barman's just looking at the two dead bodies, and he's like, I'm gonna ask you to leave before you bring more of them to my establishment.
Yeah.
Buddy, can you grab my battle axe? I have something to give to the guy who's trying to run away.
Yes, and I will go to lift and unstick the battle axe from the ground.
Okay.
And I'm going to step outside and toss a javelin into the back of the guy running away.
What's the distance of the javelin? Well, it's
I think it's
no
like
idea.
20 feet.
yeah, that's.
15, 20 feet.
I know.
Right.
I think the disadvantage range he would still cover it, but I just want to make sure if he would still have the normal.
I honestly don't know if it's because it might be based on strength too.
If you look at if you if one of you actually brings up the compendium there and brings up equipment,
I probably missed
30.
anyway.
Yeah, that's gonna miss.
3120, 120 feet.
Yeah, you still would have been. Even if there's the advantage, it just doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't happen. Just goes over his shoulder. There.
And even Oh, this fucking axe. Whoa. This one's really buried in there.
Yep.
Oh, you have you have
Plus 6,
Inspiration.
15.
yes.
Or no, it's a D6, isn't it?
To roll it. Yes.
D6, yep. Roll D6.
Slash
Could still be low enough. Let it be low. Let it be low. Let it be low.
D6.
I don't know what people are talking about. This GM
14.
versus player mentality.
14.
Maybe not.
I guess that hit before.
Yeah. What happened? I just get this image. You step out. You go, "Hey."
He
Turns
turns around.
through the throat, and just he can't even fall because so much of the javelin actually goes through. It's just actually propping them up. There.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Nobody's going back to warn the
So-
boss.
So got a good question. How much has Maya made so far off of 4 beers? So she can try to disengage from the situation?
Right. Let's actually. I'd say you got them up to, for each one, 7 copper each. There.
So about a silver and a half.
That's not bad.
That's
Um,
2.8 silver.
2.8 silver.
well, it's more
Or-
than what I paid.
Yeah, you've made a profit.
Oh,
Yeah.
each.
Yeah,
No.
7 copper
Yeah.
each. 4,
7 copper each.
1.4,
7 copper
2.8,
each.
2.8 silver. Yep.
Because Buddy is still in the bar with me because he's picking up a battle axe.
Trying to. It's really stuck in there.
I'm gonna actually start walking back to him and say, "Honey, I made you your money for the night," and walk out.
What?
That lady is so weird.
Oh my god.
All 2.8, like a bunch of silvers or coppers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's-
gee.
Well, 10 coppers
28
each. Yeah.
10
but
coppers
I'm using
is
you
10
for the guys to
one
look
silver.
at you as I walk out with their money.
Okay. Okay. Fantastic.
It's at this point you hear a clatter of footfalls and the striking of hobnailed boots against cobblestones.
Let's get the hell out of here. Which way is it coming from, and which way is the other way that we're going?
This is the issue. You hear you're on the main road, okay? That runs north south, okay?
Mm-hmm.
The gate's north. Going south, there's the docks, which is in the centre of town, which forms a canal, and then that will also connect to the lake that's south. To your knowledge, there's no other way out of the city, okay?
Except I was told about the western gate.
No, there's no way. No, there's Forden is west, but to get onto the road, you still have to go through the northern gate. Then you head west.
Oh, okay.
Sorry if I didn't make that clear, right? There might be a western gate, but the section wouldn't be accessible to yourself because that is a section of the city that's owned by the merchant prince families. That's where their private estates are. So there might be a gate, but you wouldn't have access to it. The northern gate will be closed at night. But the issue is the sound of actual footfall is not just both from the actual north. There's also some coming from the south of you at the same time.
Zathras and Buddy are together. I'm assuming at some point you may have gone. We're still tavern, or we're on the street now, right?
You're just out on the street, I would say by now.
Oh boy, I think we're getting surrounded. I know a quick place out of here through the alleys. Follow me.
I take my axe back and let's go.
Okay.
Well, I guess we'll run either east or west through an alley. Okay. If we're going chase from the north, boots from the north, boots from the south. Let's go east and west into a alleyway and be avoiding them stealthily.
Okay. Can I get you all three, or actually, can I get you?
Maya's.
Whoever's the most stealthiest to lead the group.
I have a 2.
Ditto.
I can do it. I have a 3 to it.
Go for it.
Hopefully it was with advantage because we were helping. No.
It's
Shit, which way do we go? Follow Sarah.
yeah.
Maya.
I think what ends up happening, it's not that she's not stealthy, it's just this is unfamiliar terrain for her. And it's by the time you hear the shouts going, "There's dead bodies here. What do we do, Captain?" It's like going, well, search the surrounding area. It's not that you didn't get away, it's just that you've found too many dead ends more than anything else there, and that your attempt at being stealthy means that you can't travel fast, and this is you're not able to recover in time until you come across 2 humans standing in front of you as you turn around from the last dead end, wearing mail coats with tabards. One of them is holding a torch, and they're saying, "I would suggest you stop where you are. The captain wants to question you." Are you wanting to be taken
You
out?
guys can decide whether or not we're fighting this time. I decided last time.
Actually, why don't we use this opportunity to call it a day? Pause it. We're at the 3 o'clock mark.
We can do that.
Yeah.
Because this
I
might
thought
go
we were
into
going 8
initiative.
hours.
We escape. We go back with the captain. Well, listen. I know everything can get cleared up with a song.
Oh no, we're going for this again.
At that point, you just hear the words, "Crossbowmen, fire." And that ends the story of Buddy Holly.
You mean Bloody Holly?
Bloody Holly.
No, it's Buddy Holy, because he's now full of
Yeah.
Hoax, yeah. Yeah.
All right.
No.
Fantastic.
So how did you find the misadventures in Lynn?
It immediately went so fucking off the rails. It's unbelievable. I mean, from the very first roll, just right off the rails. There.
Yeah, all that awesome singing in the first
I
pub,
know.
and then
What is?
The fact that Maya does not engage with anything is amusing.
Yeah. I mean, this is obviously. I'm not sure who's been watching the latest Critical Role, but there's this funny one where it's like Travis's character. He just no, you've got it.
I did see that. Yeah.
Starts just pouring
That was the
himself a
first
drink
episode.
there and go, nope, that's fine. Keep going. You've got it. I believe in you. And then his contribution to it is he tries to throw the glass that he's drinking, and instead of hitting the character he's aiming at, he hits one of the other characters.
Fucking roll the natural
One. Oh, it was fantastic. It was funny.
Amazing. Good old clusterfuck games. Bobby.
Let's see. No.
Yep. Well, I hope this was fun. I had fun.
Me too.
It's just random. I just do some random stuff there when I do one shots. It's just more about people find themselves in a city.
And what happens?
Yeah, just a weird, Because I liked it. Saphras didn't have to get involved in the mission. It was just given to him. You guys could have just went around and went on a drinking spree.
It was the call to adventure was so enticing.
We could have also.
I need you to do a thing because these bad people want to blow something up or something.
We could have also joined with the Dang in their raid.
Oh my god.
I don't think they would have necessarily let us, but
Yeah.
So I want to make this on record that the money gets split between Xanthos and Buddy. Maya at no point has contributed to anything.
she already made a profit.
Yeah, profit.
And she gave it to me. I mean,
No,
Erica's
I
turning
said,
the
"Hey,
body.
honey, I made money tonight, and I walked away from you. You don't know how much money I had.
I see.
You don't know
They're
how
more
much
like a
money.
little- That's what I'm saying. Like you keep that. I'm gonna keep the split the bag of gold and silver that and copper that Zathras and I made.
Yeah. Oh, that was funny.
If this could continue, I do believe Maya and Buddy kind of have that chemistry right now that they're just gonna go back and forth at each other.
Yep.
They're the bickering party of the group.
I think this just might be a you and me thing. I don't know.
Yep. Well, it's like I just wanted to do it to introduce what one of the main cities. That's it. There.
That's cool. All right, there we go. City of Lynn. We had some fun there. We played a few tunes. Buddy Holly's got a
We
Buddy
had some,
Holy.
Yeah, we had some action.
Yeah.
Yeah, was rolling with max damage every single time.
I know.
Nice speed.
I could have I was actually going with, do I want to put a bandit captain in this? And I went, no, that's maybe a bit too much. And then Stephen there just rolling max damage each roll, and I'm rolling nothing. And went, I might have gotten away with putting in the bandit captain.
That's why that's why with my guys I'm just throwing numbers at you. You just touch them and they disappear.
Yeah.
They're literally fodder.
Yeah.
Here's 10 fodder. Do what you will.
Yeah.
Throw a spell at them or hit them individually. Don't care.
Hello, father. Hello,
Yeah.
mother. Now the
It's-
father's buried in the mudder.
I think it's like I'm less inclined to do it at lower levels because I'm just thinking, because I remember when 5th edition first came out, and the issue with Mines of Findelver is that in theory, goblins have access to the same amount of hit points as most characters. Their AC can be comparable. So if you have players that roll badly and you have a GM that's lucky in his rolls and he's, say, rolling in front of people and he's not got a GM screen to hide it so he can fudge, TPKs can happen.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, it can happen in the first encounter of the module that's meant to introduce you in the starter set. And it's like, it's just because it's because there's just no guidance in it to say, yeah, you don't have to kill everyone. It's, if it looks like it's going to go badly, you could have them fall back and it could be the party figures out, why did they fall back? They're trouncing us. You could make a mystery out of it, you know? There. I don't know.
That's true. Oh, what's Froggy saying now? Oh, we're
this-
villains.
Is this an incarnate map?
Yeah, this is using incarnate there. It's
That's Froggy asked that.
yeah. So this I'll pull it out. So the reasoning for me making this map is basically any area that either I haven't, that's not been visited, or this is the world as the the people of Anscarf know it as of now, right? This is what most people will be aware of. To the south, they know there's the Dragonlands, but no one really has been to the Dragonlands. There's just one city that the traders are allowed access to, and they follow the river down to it, and they're only allowed access to the trade quarter. That's it. They don't know what's beyond. So any old maps is basically hundreds and hundreds of years out of date. So basically, more modern maps just have huge waves covered in dark, because they don't know what's there anymore. They don't know if cities have survived, or if wars or plagues have taken out cities or countries there. So this is what the remains of the human empire of Ansgarth is broken into. There's the Dwarven Kingdom of Killadun to the east, the Kingdom of Ansgarth, which is what Lynn is part of, which is this kind of central region, and what here used to be the western provinces of the Empire. Zafar's characters from the Imperial Authority, which is these cities in red, which extends well into the north, which is one of the remnants of the Imperial army that was left there. Basically, they were left monitoring the borders while revolution behind them was going on, and they got left behind with no orders, and they then created their own kingdom out of it because no one was telling them what to do.
Nobody tells me what to do.
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
So,
Nobody knows the trouble in life.
well, there's if you look at the southwestern corner, there's the Eye of Carlin, which is basically where the pirates in my setting are, which is ironically they started off from the remnant of another Imperial army that was sent back to conquer these coastal cities of Corsi and Kor that had fallen to an elfin rebellion. There was a storm, they got shipwrecked, they got left behind, and basically the other coastal provinces didn't want to keep paying out for new repeated fleets because they were getting taxed for it all the time. So they rebelled. So basically, through wars, famines, plagues, what was once a big human empire on this western landmass has been reduced to petty kingdoms there.
There we go. That's a lot. Nice.
But
It's a cool little world. I'm excited.
Yeah, my thought process for designing this map is there's entire sections that are blacked out, but as people we explore, and if I was ever to do a campaign of this, as we explore or
Sure.
go in it, we then discover what is actually there. It gives me the freedom to actually then not be forced to actually try and come up with an entire landmass in one go.
It's TBD.
Yeah. So for all we know, behind one mountain range this is the place where there's massive floating cities of magic. You don't know.
Fly me to the city. Let me play
As-
among the clouds. Let me find out. if
As
the
long as we don't find
man in the
Harpers,
shrouds-
we're good.
Harper's?
The Harper family.
Oh, okay.
You've never read any of the Forgotten Realms series books, have you?
No.
Nope.
The Harper family is a magical family, but basically, their magic is bad for them.
Okay.
Like,
Interesting.
one tries to figure out how to cure werewolvism and ends up cursing themselves.
Ooh,
Oh.
ouch.
And then shenanigans happens, right?
Yeah.
Cool. No. I've been.
Shenan once and then shenanigans.
Oh boy. Well, I think next week we're gonna have Wooster back.
Yep. As I said, this is me just using the opportunity just to introduce one. That's just great. If we were ever going to do this campaign, I would probably be leaning and doing it actually in Pathfinder 2E. There. Or maybe
And-
Fate.
What do you think of Barbarian?
Me tough guy.
Barbarians are fun actually. I played. That's one of my main.
I never used my rage because I never thought it would be useful.
You
Plus
guys
2
really-
damage. Oh no! I'm already rolling max. It wouldn't have helped much. They're more dead.
The rage. Are you? Rage is very good for the reduction in damage to yourself. It's the ability for you. Because the best way I can describe barbarians is barbarians are, they are damage dealers, but their primary ability is to tank, compared to say, fight. Because generally fighters, if they're tanking, it's because they're wearing a stupid amount of armor, so that no blow gets in. While basically barbarians are terminators, okay? Their ability is just to take and absorb damage that would put down most other classes. And if you're power playing it, you do Path of the Totem Warrior, and at the right level you go Bear, okay? Because
None of that means anything to me.
Path of the Totem Warrior is at 3rd level is one of the routes you can go.
Oh, okay.
Right? And basically when you do totems and you pick different totem animals at certain levels, it gives you extra quirks with your rage there. So by going like Bear at the 1st level, which is at level 3, basically you've got resistance to all damage types apart from psychic. Yeah, so every damage type in the game, apart from one, does half damage to you. So, like, what does psychic damage? Like, mind flayers. There. I mean, it's like, everything else, you're basically like the Terminator,
Bards do tons of psychic damage.
Oh yeah,
You guys didn't even get to figure out what my class was because I wasn't really playing any of my normal class skills.
You didn't do a single bit of magic.
What was that?
I said you didn't even do a single bit of magic.
Yeah, she.
No, I did.
Yeah.
Did she?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I wasn't there.
No, when I was casting for the spiders, I was using magic.
Oh, I thought you were
No,
just trying to train them.
No, that's I was throwing you off because yes, I'm drow, but it doesn't mean I am a follower of that law. You guys, all you see is a female drow in front of you. You're gonna automatically assume, okay, Loth, Spider Queen, she's a priestess, but that's not showing you what I am. Because I didn't need to.
Do you want to tell us more then?
I'm actually a druid.
You told us
That's what
that.
you, in the very beginning. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, but your tunes don't know that I'm a druid.
Oh, sure.
I was not showing anything to them.
Fantastico, yes. Fantastico. Yeah, she was very, I don't know.
It's just basically what Sarah's getting at. Anything that potential, if you're not using meta, like your characters would just be making the assumption that she's doing it just because it's naturally she's a drow, not due to other allegiances there. She's potentially getting the same effect, but your assumption is she's doing it for A when she's actually doing it for B. There.
Right.
She also did tell us that she could do fairy fire. Because you
Fairy
stole it
fires,
from her.
fairy fire is a natural thing for drows
Yeah.
to do. Summoning spiders automatically be an assumption I'm a priestess, not anything else.
Not a druid though.
Not a druid.
My problem is I don't know that much about drow stuff.
Me and the GM had a lengthy conversation about this yesterday. Because I'm very attuned to drow.
This is a lot of the thing is like when people talk about drow. I'm trying to think who wrote a lot of drow stuff. R.E. Salvatore, wasn't that?
Ari Salvatore writes about the Dritz series, so most people know who Dritz is.
Yeah. Because
So he's not your typical
drow
drow.
again. Yeah.
He is
He's a champion.
he's a ranger. He's a ranger.
Well, I mean, when I was saying champion, I wasn't meaning like champion as a class. I was meaning he's basically a pal. You know, he's a good guy there. Well, everyone generally associates drow as being evil there, or baddies or typical villains there.
Another drow actually that a lot of people assume wrong on is Jaraxel. He's a spy master. He comes from a very wealthy, promising house in drow society, but he doesn't use this house as his power to gain his.
Yeah, I think this is the thing I try to do is if I'm running D&D is I try not to just make assumptions about what societies are. I just tried to take inspiration from like how did societies interact with other societies in the first place? Okay. So in my head it's like okay, dwarves in this setting and drow generally don't get on because there's border friction because they're both living under mountain ranges and they're competing for the same resources. Now, drow are highly isolationist due to, in my word, for how they came about. So when people hear about the drow, a lot of their impressions is based on dwarvish propaganda. Because dwarves are the ones that are mainly one of the main underground kingdoms trading with the surface world. They don't want humans. They don't want the humans trading with drow kingdoms, because that might affect the balance of power for them.
Okay.
So this is how, when I try to imagine worlds, this is how I try to imagine it there.
I try not to do the worlds too much.
Yeah.
I take that back. I think I did a big old... I did a whole... what's the Dracula version? D&D Dracula?
Curse of Strahd.
Curse of Strahd, right.
Yeah.
Luckily, I had a book, so there was a lot of help. And I'm making new stuff because my friends are like, "Hey, we already ran." I'm like, I could run a different version. Let me run my version of this.
I think this is like I was seeing a lot of people talking about. They were talking about if you're taking like popular stuff like Curse of Strahd, but you were to run it as Fate, how would you do it? And like a lot of the general advice is going, look, if your main concern is trying to how do I convert all these stat blocks into fate, why don't do that? Just take what's the basic beats of the story, and just adapt the basic beats. You've got a guy called Strahd, right? He's a vampire. He's wanting to take over the world. But one of the things that someone's highlighted is the fact that you are able to concede fights. Okay. You know,
concede fights. Yes.
In Fate, you don't have to. You can actually bring Strahd. This like compared to, you know, if you were to get Strahd down to 0 HP in game.
Yeah,
that's him done, you know, unless you've got some other mechanical effect. Well, you could have Strahd get involved in fights much earlier, but have him concede and change it that way.
The big, I mean, getting on a thing, the whole horror concept of it is basically like, hey, as opposed to in these games, we are OP. In Strahd, you are under P.
Yeah.
You're so underpowered.
You can easily
So
do
you're
that.
standing in a toilet?
Yes, you're under P.
I mean, it's me. Remember when we did the finale for the Fate campaign? It is basically, I can't remember the name of the bag. The Herald was just absorbing damage like mad, no matter what you were throwing at him, because he had an aspect that made him invulnerable to damage until you resolved it, you know? Because the fact that he had that condition ticked, he had every plot armor he needed, you know? Sorry, guys, that was fun, though.
No, I quite enjoyed that. I mean, that was one of the best ones. It's good.
Oh, the other one I actually really enjoyed fights was in the Burnlands was the hunter fight in the first episode.
Yeah.
Trip him over, kneel down behind him and trip him over. Oops.
Oh, no, that's actually third episode. I'm talking about the one where he's been hunted in the cety.
Okay, yes.
Where
the ruins part,
where the entire combat was okay in traditional D&D sense. It would have been basically, you know, barely 18 seconds had passed, but because you fit the narrative, those rounds were the space of like just brief encounters in a dark building that they're hunting each other. You know, I actually thought it was quite cool and quite amazing there. That was good fun.
Yes.
And then, of course, the dragon called by bloody Stephen, when he scared off every hound that was backing up. Funny.
Oh, legendary. Oh,
Yeah.
that's bonus.
Yeah, roll a legendary on it. It's like...
That was so great.
No, that was a good campaign. No, I think this is... For this, it's either... If I was going to do this, and I do this as a campaign, I would either do this as a Fate campaign or Pathfinder. Just the reason why... Don't get me wrong, D&D is fine. I have... But there's certain things about D&D, about like character leveling, that just annoys me a wee bit, because either you're forced to just take the average. If you're leveling up a character for hit points, you're either forced just to do the average all the time, or you trust your luck to dice.
Yeah.
I'm a guy that if I try to level up with character dice, I end up with stupidly low-powered characters. Because I can roll ones like a professional. Right? So it feels annoying that I've got a barbarian. In theory, I could be getting if depending on what my constitution modifier, I'm rolling a d12, right? So say if I've got a constitution modifier 2, if I'm lucky, I could be getting a plus 14 each level, right? But I'm forced to then go with
3.
but more because I know my dice rolls are more likely to be bloody 3s. I'm then forced to actually just go with the average.
Yeah, but that's still 9, 8, 9, 8, 9, 8.
It's still better than 3, but it's just while Pathfinder 2 nope, it's just standard increase automatically.
Cool.
So it's also the first level Pathfinder. You get an amount of hit points based on your race and then on your class. So it was like I was having Alex run up a Goblin Alchemist. Her starting hit points was 18. And she's the little one,
Wow.
Yeah. But the other main difference though is the reason why hit points are higher in Pathfinder is Pathfinder doesn't have long rest heals like D&D does.
Oh, interesting.
So if you're not healing up with magic and you're just healing over time, it's a slower heal rate. So it forces you to be a bit more, cautious about your fights there. But again, that then I think also encourages I think Fate's just encouraged me to think more of why would everyone be, and also the other games like Star Trek Avengers, why would everyone be fighting to the death there? Because I've had a lot of D&D games where effectively that's what it's been, the combats, that's what a huge amount of combats have been,
Like this one, for example.
Yeah. I tried to disengage and run the guys off. Someone just stopped them.
And have them reporting back.
Yeah. No, that's fair enough.
There was another thing I also noticed, like yesterday when we were making my character.
Yeah.
The difference between 3.5.
Yeah.
It's a huge difference.
I'll be honest, the versions I've played, right. So if I'm thinking all the different versions of D&D I've played, so I've played Baldur's Gate, so that's AD&D there, rule set. KOTOR, Knights of the Old Republic was on 3.5, or a version of 3.5 there, but I've never played 3.5 directly. I've played 4th edition, and I've played 5th edition the most. 5th edition is the most streamlined of the lot there, when you just look at the basic books there.
Yeah, the reason I say something is because in 3.5 we were noticing that they were putting a huge advantage against my character, and then in 5 it was just like basic stats, whatever, you're just normal, and it's like,
yeah,
there should be some disadvantage due to the fact I am something of underground versus above ground.
Pathfinder does so what Pathfinder does there is a lot of races is, I think humans are the only ones that don't have it, but what you find is their racial advantages are less, okay? But races that get quite a few racial advantages then also have a racial disadvantage of some kind there. So it does, it does vary it up a wee bit. I don't know, I think a lot of the issues is when you've got games where, combat, I think one of my main, when I talk about sometimes the issue with games like with D&D there, is a lot of if everyone's is all they've played if all they've got is a player's handbook, okay, and after creating characters and picking up spells, you're then just reliant on the only other rules that they're interacting with is what's in the player's handbook, and it's playing the game. Look at how much of playing the game is actually just devoted to combat. It's half the pages there, or it's roughly half the pages compared to other games where combat is no, that's just the basic rules, and then you think about of all the stunt, all the abilities, and then all the spells that have some sort of combat utility on top of it. There, it's a lot of other stuff for running games or ideas of running games is put into the DMG there. But as the funny thing is, on paper you don't need the DMG to run the game. We can just run it off the player's handbook there, because it teaches you all the basics. But then I find that it can lead to situations where people have to think that all conflicts have to end. I think it's just potentially if their first games are, if, let's be honest, before I got into table RPGs, my main RPG experience was through games like Final Fantasy VII. Think about how all those battles end. You either run away, or you generally kill all the monsters or the opponents. And I think it's that sort of potentially that sort of mindset that's come into a lot of people when they play games or tabletop games like D&D. They're bringing that sort of experience into the game also. There.
I was just checking my character in Pathfinder was level 2 and had 34 hit points.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah.
Hey, listen, I've got to get going here.
Yeah, sure.
I've got a thingy with my... I got a thing I got to get to.
A thingy with your thingy, I get it.
My car's being worked on. I got to get to mechanics before it closes.
Fair enough. So it's the different lady that you're having to take care of tonight, then. Got it.
The motorized lady. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. She gets my motor running.
Heading on the highway.
Yeah.
Looking
on that
for it,
note,
man.
I think we'll bid you adieu. And bonus nachos, folks.
Bonus
Bonus
nachos,
nachos, everybody.
Bonus nachos.
And